This is the JJO Morning Show podcast with Johnny and D. Listen, rate, subscribe.
I'm not going to play a Diddy song to intro this, so. Hell no. It was a big day yesterday. And TMZ is just all over the Diddy story. So they got a picture of him and his drug mule.
Oh, yeah.
At the airport. Diddy was face-to-face with federal agents Monday as they intercepted his plane. TMZ has a photo showing the interaction. As his associate was taken into custody. He's wearing sweatpants. He's given up.
I have a drug mule. Her name is Rebecca. She works at the Walgreens over here on Mineral Point Road. She helps me with my osteoporosis pills and my heartburn pills.
Do you got osteoporosis?
I think so.
You're just self-diagnosing?
Yeah. A little tweak there. It's like, what do you got?
Do you know what osteoporosis is?
I have no idea.
I didn't think so.
Is it a vagina thing? I have no clue. Is it a droopy vagina?
Bone deterioration.
Yeah, that's what I have probably. Yeah. I'm on Bioflex.
Good for you. Look at you. You look great.
I don't know if it's kicked in yet, but we'll see.
Have you tried crushing it up and snorting? So Diddy's hanging out with 25-year-old Brendan Paul, who was later arrested and booked on drug charges following a search. They found coke and weed in his travel bag.
Oh, my.
I think you get to take that with you in your carry-on if you have a private jet.
Mm-hmm.
He was booked and later released. And then Diddy was hanging out, it says pacing around the airport, restless in the aftermath. Oh, poor Diddy.
Diddy is?
Yeah. Paul was name dropped in Rodney Jones's explosive lawsuit against Diddy, which alleges the young man worked as a mule for his former boss, dealing in drugs and firearms. Suit includes photos of Paul hanging out with Diddy. Now, Diddy has denied all of the claims.
That's the drug mule signal.
Yeah. Worth noting, Diddy has not been arrested or charged at this point. But the feds did raid his homes in L.A. and Miami in search of incriminating evidence.
Yeah.
The homes were turned upside down with documents strewn about and other items dumped on the floor.
They think there's a video of the transaction.
Oh. Diddy called it a witch hunt, which is what most guilty people say.
Oh, yeah, well, the video doesn't lie, I guess.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
So then there's an assistant that's talking. Diddy's Miami mansion was a hive of activity Tuesday following the federal raid, blah, 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 blah.
Funny if Diddy's in the camera. He's got that little thing they use before they cut a movie scene. Like, I'm P. Diddy, going to rail this 17-year-old, take 5, click.
Yeah. Not incriminating at all.
No.
Diddy last photographed in Miami, animatedly talking on his phone. Former employee of Jennifer Lopez who dated Diddy. What?
No. What was the bail on this little mule boy? Did you say that? Did I miss that?
No.
Oh, okay. I wonder what I know he bailed out, but I bonded out. I wonder what his...
I'll look it up after I'm done here.
Right.
A former employee of JJO who dated Diddy from 1999 to 2001 recalled how the 54-year-old rapper was often demanding and demeaning. He felt like he was our boss by default, Lopez's former employee says. He would order around her entire team as if we worked for him. Anything he wanted, we had to go fetch it. That was more annoying than anything. The employee said Diddy often made women feel uncomfortable because of his weird little face. Diddy seemed to classify us all into two categories, affable and not affable, the employee says. It was better to be not affable. Then he'd just be disrespectful and act like we were there to serve him, like a waitress. With the pretty girls, he'd be creepy. He didn't grasp the concept of personal space, the employee continued. Yeah. Not everyone wants to be touched by a man, even if he's rich and powerful. Shout it from the mountaintops. He put out a dark vibe. I didn't like being around him, and neither did anyone else on J-Lo's team.
I guess when you're that rich, you're almost a billionaire, you're bored. Although I don't see Taylor Swift locking up young boys in her Connecticut basement.
Right.
Unless I'm missing a few details.
Several people have previously filed civil suits against him, alleging he'd sexually abused them. I'm sure, this is just as clear as...
Doesn't it feel legitimate to you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know innocent until proved court of law, but nah. I would say he probably did all
By
this
the time we get to this point...
Yeah. And this little mule boy, he's going to sing like a canary.
Oh, yeah.
You know he's out to save his own mule. I have a lot in common with that little mule boy.
You do?
Well, a lot of people say I'm hung like a mule. So, yeah, have that going for me.
Gross.
Yeah, well, it's not.
Too bad it's all spongy.
What's that even mean? It's not spongy all the time. There's like a spongy season, spring, fall, winter. No, I don't know.
Where are we at right now?
We are in the spongy season. Yeah.
Well, that's a relief.
Yeah. You're safe for now. But you just hang on. It's such a mess.
It is.
These people, they make it so complicated.
Yeah,
How do you keep track of your trafficking and your mules? It's so. Isn't there an easier way to just be rich and not do that stuff? Yeah, just don't do that stuff.
I just don't understand.
There's so many moving bad parts that can ruin you.
And are all mega rich people this way? Because why? I don't know why other wealthy famous people would support him.
Yeah.
If he's such a dick.
Right.
Unless they too are a dick.
They're on the payroll. And what was the other thing I saw? Cuba Gooding Jr. has now come into the chat room, ladies and gentlemen. He's being accused of sexually assaulting somebody on Puff Diddy's yacht. Did you see that story?
No.
Look that one up.
Oh, yeah. Here we go. Producer who accused Sean Diddy Combs adds Cuba Gooding Jr. to sexual assault. They're like, hey, I'm going to throw another one on him.
Yeah.
Music producer who filed a lawsuit against Diddy last month now accused actor Cuba Gooding Jr. of sexually harassing and assaulting him. God damn, why don't you just come out and be gay? It's just easier.
Yeah. Well, Cuba's already under the spotlight.
Is he?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Was it a guy? He's already had accusations thrown at him. And I don't know whether he got out of that lawsuit. What was that lawsuit?
Yeah, the suit alleges that Gooding groped Jones while on Combs' yacht. An attorney and representatives for Gooding did not immediately respond to requests for comment. Gooding began touching, groping, and fondling Mr. Jones's legs, his upper inner thighs near his groin, the small of his back, near his buttocks and shoulders. Jones was extremely uncomfortable and proceeded to lean away from Mr. Gooding Jr. He rejected his advances, and Mr. Gooding Jr. did not stop until Mr. Jones forcibly pushed him away.
Yeah, it's the world of Diddy. I mean, it's almost like Epstein-esque, you know?
Oh, yeah. Or Weinstein is the vibe.
Or Weinstein, sure. Weinstein as well, if you're going to be a little closer to the entertainment business.
You know?
But, you just wonder how
it's
many...
like Weinstein, but less Jewy.
How far out the tentacles. Less Jewy.
You know?
Oh, my God.
Yeah, I don't know. You do wonder. And you wonder how many other, like Usher stayed with Diddy, right? Did Usher get touched? Like, is this like Michael Jackson vibes? What's happening? You know what? Just come out and be gay, and then you ain't got to grope people at your house without consent. I don't understand. Like, you present yourself as a straight playa.
It's almost like you got to give them a contract to sign.
Who?
These people you want to assault, assuming they're of age. Just
right.
here's a 20-page sign this, so I'm not.
You come on my yacht,
liable
and Cuba Gooding Jr. gets to touch your groin.
It actually lists all the people that get to touch your balls, and then you can't come back on them for 50 years.
Oh, we just got a text in. It's true. So, did you watch the Cat Williams interview thing where he kind of called everybody out?
No.
Well, so the text that came in said, like Cat said, all the truth's going to come to light in 2024, and he might be right. He might be right. I hope he is. That interview with Cat Williams, if you haven't watched that yet, it's awesome.
My God.
It's like 2 hours, but it's great.
Is the only rich guy I can trust really LeBron James?
And Cat Williams?
And Cat Williams.
Yeah. Wasn't there something about Prince Harry being involved in the P. Diddy sex trafficking suit? I don't know. Let's look. Prince Harry name dropped in bombshell $30 million sex trafficking lawsuit. How far do the tentacles go, my bro?
True, from back in his party days. Is that the younger Prince? The one here in the States, right? Well, because William's the one in back at home, right? With Kate?
Okay. Williams with Kate. Harry is the one that dressed like a Nazi. I don't know how else to distinguish them, okay?
The Nazi one. The nutty Nazi. That's the one. That's the one out there in L.A., yeah.
People, relax.
What a complete waste
We are killing it online. Have you guys checked the comments?
of cyberspace.
Smoke That Skin Wagon says, you guys are killing it.
The JJO Morning Show Podcast.
We're internet sensations.
Johnny and D, nowhere but JJO.
I don't know what's happening up there in the skies, but it sure seems kind of scary.
Kiss me and smile for me. Tell me that you'll wait for me. Hold me like you'll never let me go.
A Delta Airlines flight over the weekend was cut short, and the plane returned to Salt Lake City after a panel behind one of the two engines fell off during takeoff. Dude.
The panel behind the engine. What's that mean?
The Airbus A330, I don't know what that is, jetliner left for Amsterdam on Sunday, but only got as far as the Montana-North Dakota boundary before turning back and landing in Salt Lake City 3 hours later. According to info on a safety database for the FAA, a pylon panel behind the engine on the left wing detached on takeoff. Pylons are structures used to attach engines to the wing, and they include fairing panels that are not load-bearing, like your mom is, but improve aerodynamics. It was not clear how pilots became aware of the missing panel. Delta said Tuesday that the plane returned safely after a reported mechanical issue.
So it's an engine cover.
It looks like it's like not on the engine, but near the engine,
Okay.
right?
All right.
No injuries. Plane taxied to the gate under its own power. Airline apologized. The incident was at least the third time in 3 months that a panel has come off a U.S. jetliner. Hell yeah!
They get that, they hit that life usage part. You know, it's like a knee wearing out. I don't know, dude. I don't know. You'd think they'd catch that. The shroud around the engine, that was probably the cover around the
It's
engine.
just like
But they're pretty sturdy. I mean, I got to admit, from some of the stories I see. Some of the engines are on fire and they make it back, and most of them do. I mean, I don't know.
yeah. It just seems scary.
I don't know. You don't need an engine cover to get there, I guess.
I guess.
But it's just so the engine cover is there just to make you feel better. Like your hood flying off your car. I guess it'll still get there.
Right,
It just
yeah.
looks better with a hood on it. What in the hell?
A British hiker was left seriously injured after being attacked by a yak while she was climbing near Mount Everest.
Oh, yeah.
This is the Mount Everest wild card I did not see coming. Emma Keene had to be airlifted to a hospital after the animal's horn went through her leg,
Yakety yak, don't talk back.
leaving her with a 3-inch gash. Let's talk about gash for a
Oh,
while.
my goodness gracious.
The Brit, who was on a mission to reach Everest Base Camp in a bid to raise funds for charity, was attacked by the animal on the 4th day of the trek.
So she wasn't trying to get to the top of Everest.
She's trying to get to base camp.
Yeah, right. She doesn't have the skills to get to the top. I guess getting to base camp is somewhat of a trek.
Yeah.
It's like 15 days to get to the.
Base camp's not easy to get to.
No. I hear that's pretty difficult.
Yeah.
It's a long walk.
Still not for me. And
Lots
pick
of-
up your poop.
Lots of walking and pick up your poo.
Anyway, I was speaking to my brother and his wife and their son Bobby, showing them the yak on FaceTime. Does this remind you of any place here in the United States at all? I was about 2 meters away from the yak. Without warning, I could hear the hooves pounding towards me. Sorry.
So,
And a sharp stabbing pain at the top of my leg. It threw me up in the air around a meter, and I landed back down with a thud. God, I love that this was all on FaceTime.
Yeah.
Clutching my upper leg, I looked, and the yak was dragging its hoof on the dusty ground, ready to go at me for a second time with his horns down.
Damn.
Yeah.
And yaks, are they bigger than buffalo?
They're not bigger than buffalo. I would say they're around the same size.
You think a Sherpa would have been there with a...
They're like a big cow.
With a crossbow or a slingshot to scare the yak off.
Yeah, I guess.
No.
I screamed and managed to raise my leg and shout. With that, I got up, and a fellow team member went for help. I was airlifted to the hospital with the medical staff, cleaned my wound out.
Oh, yes.
Despite bleeding heavily, she received emergency first aid from other members of the Trek group. Instincts kicked in. We moved Emma to a safe place away from danger. That's it.
How'd you climb Mount Everest so fast? Yak was chasing me up the mountain. I was hauling ass. I couldn't run fast enough.
You're just like...
Of all the ways to get killed on Everest, they don't talk about
or injured. The yak factor.
The yak factor.
The yakter.
Is huge.
Yeah.
You'd think, I guess.
Well, because they use the yaks to carry stuff.
Sure. Sherpas and yaks.
It's like peanut butter and jelly, man.
Do all the heavy lifting. Yeah, you'd think they'd be able to.
I'm like the yak to your Sherpa.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
No problem.
So, yeah, you get gored. God, talk about God telling you not to climb a frickin' mountain.
Yeah.
You know?
I hear you.
I was just trying to pet the fluffy cow, and he stuck a horn in my vagina. No,
she did complete the trek after she was healed, so
I wonder if
she was raising funds for kidney whales.
I wonder if they eat yak like we eat buffalo, like
Probably.
we eat bison.
I'd think so.
Nice and lean. Oh, yeah. I love buffalo.
I do too.
I hate to. I know. They're pretty. We shouldn't eat them. Save the buffalo, but they're good with some A1 sauce. I love those little bastards.
I love bison burgers.
And
if it's on the menu, that's what I'm getting.
Yeah, yaks are hairy, right? They're like super long.
They're like a long-haired cow.
Stringy cows.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like personally. I go for a well-shaved yak, if you know what I'm saying.
How's Christy feel about being called a yak?
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
That is so much hair.
Yeah. Yeah.
I guess.
They're furry.
Oh, my. Do they shed, or do they just wear that around?
I would think they shed out like other animals.
Oh, my goodness gracious.
Yeah.
Boy.
They're kind of cute.
You know, I wonder if, she should stay away from Yellowstone. The bison will smell the blood, and they'll know. They'll know.
They will know.
They'll sense that she's an easy target.
Right. They're like, this bitch been tossed before.
Right. She's been touched by her brethren.
Yeah.
And,
God.
But
it's like Cuba Gooding and P. Diddy, dude.
It's like, wear that like a badge, though. You know, it's like showing off a bullet wound.
Their families all on FaceTime like, dude, it's coming for you. Yeah, right? Ugh.
God dang. Just do what the other people do. Let the Sherpa carry you on his back. You just stay away. They know how to stay. They can talk. They know yak. Let them do it. So crazy, dude.
Yeah.
God.
What a thing to do, though. At least she made it. She raised her money for her brother's on the kidney transplant list, so that's why she was doing the kidney whales thing. So it was kind of it's her way of.
So it might help her. Otherwise, we would have never heard about her brother's kidney.
Right.
So her losing a leg turned out to be a freaking godsend.
If her brother lives because of this exposure, she needs to go back and make a sacrifice for the yak. Her firstborn. Given to the yak.
Sacrifice.
What's happening?
Well, I see. To the yak god.
Yeah.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
For letting her live and complete her journey. Is that what you're saying?
and
I take him like a fruitcake. He'll probably enjoy that.
We thought uploading to the cloud was something completely different. The JJO Morning Show Podcast. Johnny and D, JJO.
No, it's no secret that for being a big old lesbian, I sure do like tubed meat. And I felt like this
Well,
next.
thanks for throwing us a bone. I appreciate it.
Yeah, anytime, buddy.
Well, shout out to the fellas.
I do not love meat as much as that fella. Hershey would, but it's close. Now the big thing, obviously, when you go to a baseball game is to get a damn hot dog, right?
Get a little buzz, get a little hot dog.
Yeah. Okay. So the online gambling site BetUS is looking to hire a wiener connoisseur to visit all 30 major league ballparks and check out the wieners at each one.
Really?
Tell me this is not a job made for me.
Is it pay enough to quit?
No.
I mean, I'm not making much anyways, but.
You'll get to taste test dozens of hot dogs, but they don't really care how good they are. They want you to measure each weenie to see which major league club has the biggest wiener and which one has the smallest wiener.
Okay.
Once you got your hands on one, you have to measure the length and then the girth as well, and then how heavy it is.
And turn your hot dog and cough. I'll just make sure everything's okay.
Yeah. It's not a full-time gig, but they also don't expect you to handle all these wieners for free. They're going to buy the game tickets, the travel is covered, and they're going to throw $2,500 at you and a $500 gift card for the MLBshop.com, which is good for like one hat.
That's so cool.
And a subscription to MLB TV.
Yeah.
So you can apply on the website, but I'm not going to tell you what it is because I don't want anyone else to apply for this job. I'll tell you. It's betus.com.
Betus.com.
Yeah.
They're probably going to hire some hot chick to do it.
I know.
Guys have no chance.
No. So let's see. I'm going to fill it out. You have to write a little spiel as to why you are the wiener connoisseur.
Okay. If you like, you just got to like hot dogs. I guess it's more of an accounting job than it is,
Yeah.
spreadsheet stuff.
Yeah. You're just required measurements, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, totally. But then you get to eat the hot dog, whatever.
What do you like on your hot dogs?
What do I like on my hot dogs? I like mustard and relish.
Yeah.
I'll do some ketchup too, but man, a good relish. It's hard to find, John.
I agree. I mean, I like a little coleslaw. I've had some weird hot dogs.
Yeah, I've had some weird wieners in my life too. I like it when you make that noise. Is that weird?
Yeah, that would be fun. Get some mustard, some relish, maybe a little coleslaw in there. Oh boy, anything, crab meat, bring it on. I'll eat it.
Now I know you have had a bad experience with a wiener before, with the onion factor.
Yeah. Warm onions.
Yeah.
Don't go there.
Because I usually do like onions on there too,
Mm-hmm.
but you scared me away from the onion.
Yeah, they'd been sitting out all day, and it didn't take long. A couple hours later, I was out. I was out for 2 days.
It was bad.
Mm-hmm.
But
I've never eaten an outdoor onion
since
that's been sitting around. It's been 15 years ago. Yeah,
it's bad.
Not good. But otherwise, I don't seem to mind. Like a chili, shredded cheese, jalapeno, anything. I don't care.
Yeah, for sure. What's the Chicago style dogs where they got like the peppers on them and the big pickle,
pickle spear, and tomatoes and peppers and relish and cucumbers. Oh my God!
Yeah,
how do they fit it on there?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. And some celery salt. Oh, delicious.
Now, I have not had. Are you a Costco person?
No, I used to be. I'm no longer.
Oh, what happened?
I don't know. I just let it run out.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm neutral on Costco.
Okay.
I don't know what to do.
Now I've never stopped at the food court there. I have had the hot dogs in the freezer case that you take home and make. Those were rather tasty, but I hear The ones at the food court are like legendary hot dogs.
Get a membership just for the hot dog.
Yeah, because they do be kicking people out of the food court now if you ain't got your goddamn membership
Oh,
card.
I think I saw that.
Yeah.
You have to be a member to
They're
get
like
the deal.
cracking down.
Ah.
So there you go. If you're a wiener connoisseur, I've found a job for you.
I thought the hot dog was always like that loss leader thing. They get you in, they suck you in for the hot dog, and then they sell you the
Pair of pants.
bean dip and everything.
Yeah.
Are you a Costco member?
I am not, but I glom onto other people's Costco memberships. I go shopping with them there.
Oh,
which
I
is
got
nice.
you.
I tell you what, if you can find someone to split paper towels and toilet paper with you, it's a hell of a deal. But it's hard, it's most of the time it's just me in my house, so it's not like I need
So it's like your
2 giant things of mayo. I don't need a 16-gallon drum of olive oil. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
But if you can find somebody to split stuff with you,
I think that was our
Worth
thing.
it.
No family, so
yeah.
we just gave it up.
Yeah. Well, now I'm just going to go for the wiener.
If I needed insulin or something, I guess I'd probably go to Costco.
Yeah.
Buy like a year's supply.
So your supply, yeah, why not? You have the storage space.
Mm-hmm.
I do not. Maybe I could just store it at your house.
So was the hot dog thing what's that noise?
It's my submarine.
Was that a supply chain? Were all the hot dogs on the ship out in Baltimore, or was it just they just want to make it more exclusive?
For the wiener connoisseur?
I'm trying to think if I've had one. Are they that good?
Or the Costco thing?
No, the Costco thing.
Oh, no. I think they're just trying to crack down on people coming in without a membership.
Oh, okay.
They're trying to get people to be members.
Weird. At a place where you can buy 18,000 hot dogs at once, they're not giving you a hot dog.
Yeah. Well, isn't it? It's like super cheap for a hot dog and a soda over there.
Strange.
Dude, I looked up.
Doesn't make sense.
I looked up on my Weight Watchers app how many points a Costco hot dog was.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me do it again. I'm pretty sure it was 22.
Seems like a big deal.
It is a big deal.
I mean, it's in the news cycle.
Yeah,
is
I
the
know.
governor going to hold a press conference? What the hell? Everybody's losing their mind.
So the Costco hot dog with a bun is 22 Weight Watchers points, which is all the points that some people get in one day.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
So the rest of the day you're eating lettuce.
I'll be taking this pallet full of ice cream and skipping hot dogs because my points I'm over the point. Jesus.
Dumbing down your smartphone. One podcast at a time. Listen, rate, and subscribe to the JJO Morning Show podcast. Get up with Johnny and D. JJO.
It's hump day and I'm moving just a little slow. My body knows I got 3 more days to go at a job filled with office politics and drama. Yes, that's why I'm still in my pajamas. It's hump day again. It's hump, this is the end.
Hi, happy hump day, you bitch.
What's up?
Okay. Let's talk about.
Is this the sex part of the show?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it's the sex heavy part.
All right.
I know we talk about sex pretty much every day. But this is when we get real in depth.
No, it's the dirty part.
We get balls deep in it.
Oh, no, not my ball.
Not my balls.
Oh, no. Afraid to ask which hair we're whipping. I'm trying to eat Gardettos over here.
Yeah. Okay, so there's a new hair-raising study published last month in the academic journal that I know you subscribe to. Evolutionary.
Well, I wrote it, actually.
Evolutionary Psychology.
Yeah.
It's one of my
I'm a
favorites.
contributor to the whatever you just said. I'm a contributor to. I actually draw the pictures of the balls and then I send it in. They put my picture in with the article.
You've made it, dude.
Well, I've never seen a smiley penis. That's wonderful. Print it.
Give it to the masses. With researchers wondering whether ladies with long locks were more likely to be getting it on.
Oh, it's going in a different direction.
Yeah, it is. The academics asserted that some of the most feminine figures in fiction have been blessed with cascades of tumbling tresses.
Cher.
Rapunzel. Such depictions of women with long, silky hair create an image of womanliness, which may be alluring to the perceiver. The image of an ideal woman often involves her having long, silky hair. The dearth of psychological research on hair limits the understanding of how women's hair functions in romantic relationships.
Men get more horny. Let me break it down.
It's true.
Yes.
To uncover whether a woman's hair had any bearing on her bedroom activities, the team recruited 204 hetero married peeps, asking them questions about hair quality, hair length, attractiveness, sexual desire, sexual frequency, and sexual satisfaction. And the results revealed that men are indeed horny for hair.
Yeah. My boner is a scientific fact. Take a look. So, your long hair. You
Yak-like.
Yak-like hair.
Exudes youthfulness. And I am into the utes.
Easy, buddy.
Well, not P. Diddy Ute. But,
Yeah, right.
General 20s, 30s. Take a pick.
Women with longer, healthier locks were deemed hotter by their husbands and were having more sex as a result.
Boom.
It doesn't say here if the women wanted to be having more sex or not. Men found women with longer hair to be more attractive, which consequently resulted in heightened sexual desire among men.
I will show you women with short hair. I will not make love to you.
Okay.
There's women driving, oh my God, I should have cut my hair.
Women all over the county are breathing
Right.
a sigh of relief. They're free from dangers. Advances over here. This heightened sexual desire was again associated with a higher likelihood of more frequent sexual intercourse within the couples. They added that the findings indicate that women's hair may indeed work to convey an evolutionary message to the opposite sex. Now, I do not have sex with people of the opposite sex, but I will say I'm having more sex than ever with my hair grown out. So I don't know
Hello.
if there's any sort of correlation there.
Hello.
I'm hairy and horny coming for you.
I feel like this is put out by like Alberta and Suave and whoever makes shampoo. I can't hear Tresemme, whatever I use.
Panty.
You know, for $1 when I get Tresemme, am I saying that right?
Yeah, I think so.
It sounds fancy.
Tresemme.
It sounds fancy, and yet it's cheap. And so that's what I keep in my shower.
Nice. Good for you.
And it's got a nice glow to it.
Yeah, look at your hair.
Smells good. That's all I care about.
Yeah, you look great.
I used to use what was the shampoo and the conditioner together? The green stuff.
Pert.
I used to use Pert.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I used it for decades probably.
Oh my God.
Yeah, just like all in one. You just like a body wash, a shampoo.
I had to use
wash the dog with it.
Oh my God, I have a vivid memory right now. So
Pert.
Of Pert, my grandma,
There you go.
Eva, kept Pert in her guest shower. And I remember being back in North Dakota to visit with family. And I took a shower in the guest shower. And she had well water, and it was stinky anyway. It smelled like iron.
Right.
And then, and obviously it was very hard water. So that already dried your hair out anyway. But and I remember using that Pert Plus, and my hair was like straw. It was so dry and gross. And I remember asking my mom, I'm like, what is wrong with my hair? She's like, you can't use that shampoo. Yeah. Mm-mm.
Well, I wear a hat, so
Yeah.
I wear a nice collection of hats. So I don't care. I mean, I guess I should. Although I've started on collagen because I guess that's a hair thickening agent.
It's good for your skin.
Yeah,
too.
so I use
Look at
that.
your supple skin.
I'm on Bioflex for my knee joints and a little collagen for the up top.
Yeah.
I'm all.
You're
If I
killing
couldn't
it,
pass a
dude.
drug test right now if I had to.
All doped up.
That German Shepherd's going to smell that Bioflex and take me down. But no, weird. I don't know. I don't know if it's going to work, but
Yeah.
Everybody's
all about that collagen these days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My sister got me on it. She has luxurious thick hair, and I'm like, well, I could use some of that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't really want to go bald yet, but I do have an area back here in the apex that's a little thin, so
It's okay.
working on that.
Yeah, well, and the collagen too, because as you get older, your skin gets thinner, so it'll help you with that.
Yeah. You take it every day?
No, but it's in something. It's
Pert.
in something I can see. It's not in Pert. I can guarantee you. It's in something that's around my general being all the time. I can't remember what it is in. I don't know. Whatever. But yeah, the collagen powder. I know quite a few people that get that.
Yeah,
Mix it in with
Pert
or
probably
whatever.
has more in common with Dawn dishwashing soap than it does.
I would
collagen.
say Dawn dish soap is probably better for your hair than Pert is. Yeah,
Works on them oil-covered ducks and
Yeah.
seals. I'll tell you.
for sure. All right.
You think there's a thing where men have little fantasies about women with long hair? You think that's part of the thing?
I think so. I think it's just
It's the general sign of sexiness.
it's just a societal thing yet again, right? Like we're kind of groomed into what this idea of standard beauty is. And so like growing up, you go look at your dad's porn stash. What's everybody in Playboy got on?
Yeah.
Long hair and no clothes.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it just gets conditioned into you. That, and I think that women are cutting their hair short so they don't have to have sex with you.
Yeah, women with long hair be like, oh, God, here it comes. I'm just trying to get coffee, you asshole. You don't have to smell my hair. You don't have to. We're not talking about
Leave
my
me
hair.
alone.
I don't know if it's saying somebody's got great hair. Is that creepy? Isn't that kind of like a 5 on the creep scale?
It depends on how well you know this person.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd approach a stranger and tell her she's got beautiful hair. I mean, that's no. That's like no.
Yeah, and I think it's different coming from a man. For sure.
How would you say that?
I've passed perfect strangers before and been
You
like,
al-
your hair looks amazing.
You always have to preface it and say, I'm not a creep.
No.
No, does that make it worse?
Yep.
Really?
Yeah.
So
It's like starting a sentence with, I'm not racist, but.
how would you? I have other friends with long hair, and I tell them all the time. I tell them all the time. So it's fine. Everything's fine. Don't call the cops. No, if you were a guy, how would you preface anything, or you just what would you say? Just be honest.
I would just keep it to myself if I was a man.
Oh yeah.
Because you run the risk.
Oh sure.
It's more widely, like, I think with females, it's more widely, like, getting a compliment from another female.
When you said, I said, I wish my wife had hair like you.
Worse. That's bad.
Because that eliminates you getting laid completely if you bring the wife into it.
That's gross. I'd be like,
I mean, you want to keep it open just in case she's receptive, and you're like, oh yeah.
your wife goes into a coma. Yeah.
It's just landmine after. The best thing is just not to talk.
Say anything. Yeah,
just-
you're right.
Just creepily
yourself.
admire it and take a moment. What was it in? Not Horrible Bosses. Sudeikis, when he was his spank.
Oh, yeah.
With his taking pictures with his eyes.
Yeah, the mental camera
Well,
for
what
the
do you-
spank bank. Yep.
What was that movie? Why am I not Horrible Bosses?
Hall pass, wasn't it?
Hall Pass. He goes, I know what you're doing, man. Yeah, funny.
Brian texted it. He goes, try this. I'm not racist, but you have nice hair.
That's where we're at. You got to go down a laundry list. I'm not racist.
It's terrible.
Oh my God, have mercy.
Yeah, I could. The hair thing can be creepy, for sure. I would just tuck that away and keep it to yourself.
Yeah.
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 All right.
Yeah, okay.
Well, good luck out there. It's wild.
I'm an equal opportunity hair.
Yeah.
It just depends on who it is, what they look like, and what outfit they have on. And
Well, and it's weird
a whole bunch of
because,
stuff.
like, okay, so it's just basic getting to warm up to people, getting people to open up to you, right? It's just there's like a few techniques you can use, and one of them is like just observe the person, and
Yes,
if you
yes,
can tell that
exactly.
they spend a lot of time or take a lot of pride in XYZ, let's say it's their hair or their shoes or whatever, then you compliment that thing, right? But for some, I feel like male to male, it's fine. Women to male, it's fine. Female to female, it's fine. But what, like a dude, for some reason, there's a sexuality component,
Right.
When a dude
There
brings
needs to
up a
be
woman's
another
hair.
element like, hey, pigtails. It's like, oh my God, pigtails. Those are awesome. Nobody does that anymore.
Yeah.
That you might have an in there,
Maybe.
something like that.
Yeah.
But a lot of women with long hair kind of throw it around,
What's wrong with your neck?
waiting for coffee. I'm having a seizure. Will you help me? No, you know what I'm saying?
What's going on in the cafeteria when I'm not in there?
Always wanted to, when I'm at the vending machine. Oh, yeah.
What's happening?
Yeah. That's why I'm probably the only one ever at the vending machine. I don't know.
The JJO Morning Show podcast with Johnny and D. Listen, rate, subscribe. Catch a new show every Monday through Friday, 6 till 10 a.m. on 94.1 JJO or streaming anywhere in the JJO app. Johnny and D, nowhere but JJO.